Hey there, welcome to a channel update video for Let's Get On With It in November 2024. It has been an active month for the channel. The continued publishing of Stardew Valley episodes daily as the series has gone. Next month, I anticipate the Stardew Valley series will conclude somewhere in late spring of year 3. Without providing too much spoilers, I'll just emphasize this thumbnail right here. I have almost entirely told the story I am looking to tell in the playthrough. It has been very lengthy, over 114 hours, has been invested into the playlist. Uh, Having said that, though, I still do deeply enjoy Stardew Valley. I'm glad for a new life in Pelican Town and the circumstances I highlighted in the first episode, which led me to recording a solo run. It was a fluke, but I am glad it occurred. I have also taken the time to transfer over broadcasts of Daggerfall Unity from the summer I spent visiting the Iliac Bay. I've taken time to add title cards to them. Some of them do shift around in the various labels of them. I also have timestamps on the episodes to allow folks to quickly flip through like breaks or like my intros or get to like a few important moments that I find noteworthy for timestamping just for viewer convenience. Yeah, I could make it more convenient by downloading the footage from my computer and editing it, but eh, it already is a real investment of time to go through what I do for not that much in the way of material gain for me. Hopefully, they have been of some convenience and value to you if you are partaking in this summer of fun action. The rest of those videos are going to be published in December. So, with both Stardew Valley and the Summer of Daggerfall finishing up in their publishing, the local channel doesn't have much of anything that is going to be happening in December. Could be a break time. I have done no other local recordings. It's just been Daggerfall. That's just been transferring over footage, so that hasn't been locally recorded. It's been Stardew Valley, which has definitely been locally recorded. And I've given you the hot details on what's going to be happening with those. As for any other projects that will be coming up, local recording wise or live, I will offer no commitments to anything at this time. Uh, doesn't really help for, the prospects of planning, but I don't want to commit to something. Give some strong verbiage that I'm going to do it and end up not doing it. Live broadcasts, we have had some, 3 to be specific. Uh, Celebrating my birthday, 2 of them, and then one a couple days after the fact. 2 of those broadcasts were of Unreal Tournament 3, the storyline, the campaign storyline, which isn't the Unreal Tournament competition in Unreal Tournament 3, but instead focuses on a team of Ronin and a guy, the protagonist, whose call sign is Reaper. I know, right? On a quest for vengeance. This has been a long time since I played through the storyline. 2012, I believe, was the last time I played through the storyline of that 2007 video game. I have enjoyed revisiting it and knocking off the rust for it. And while I am broadly better at video games now than what I used to be, my right wrist's ability to for fine manipulation for that style of gameplay has definitely diminished. Just the way it goes. I've talked about the damage my wrist has taken before in videos past. I'm not gonna belabor it. Only that it can hinder my capabilities. The other thing I did was just kick back with like a vibe broadcast there. Even turned on the webcam for the first time in a long time and played some Aerobiz for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. See a little thumbnail right there of the tease. You even get some shots there of in the pre-stream of me eating cake. Now, if I finish the Unreal Tournament 3 storyline campaign, I could see me transferring that stuff over to the YouTube channel. If I don't, then I would just leave it here on Twitch. Just as it stands, I haven't even highlighted any of this stuff. But I do intend to. The Aerobiz is definitely not getting transferred over to YouTube. I've uploaded plenty of Aerobiz stuff to the YouTube channel, unless I did anything like really wild or like specific to make it worth like me sharing and posting again on YouTube. Then yeah, nothing there on that front. More broadcasts I do intend as well. There are a number of games floating around out there that do catch my interest, besides Unreal Tournament 3. You know, could be Cook Serve Delicious 3, could be Mortal Glory 2, could be something else entirely. In the background, over the past month or so, I have been playing a lot of Satisfactory with friends, and I've done some solo as well. I didn't think I would enjoy the game. I never had it in mind to play it until a friend bought it for me, and I in turn ended up buying it for another friend. Didn't even wait for a sale price. Yeah. And the other game I wanted to try before I bought it was Ellen. That is the successor to Alona, though it is chronologically a prequel. I did try it for some hours before committing money because it did release in an early access state, and I wanted to see like what actually it involved. And I was like, yeah, I want to support this, and that's been a trip. It might be enough of a trip that I could see myself broadcasting. So though you can go plenty of places to watch Ellen gameplay at work, like Plump Helmet Punk, who is the person who bought me Stardew Valley, which I talked about in the very first episode of that series. He is uploading some Alona, but there are plenty of other takes as well, depending on what mood strikes you. I'm actually watching him play it, and I'm watching someone else play it on Twitch for some different perspectives, while also playing the game too. Yeah, that's what I've done local and live, and that's a glimpse into what is going to be coming in December. If for no other reason to want to broadcast, just so folks can check out the facial hair I got rocking, the beard and head hair I have had growing since my birthday in 2016. There's only been some slight trimming around my mouth, and also just natural attrition of hair getting caught everywhere when you have a lengthy beard that goes like past your belly button and over your pelvis. Even with a beard net, that can get caught in everything. And I'm thinking at the end of this year, I'm going to be whacking it all off and keeping it off. I've had long hair for a while, and I think I want to break from that. So yeah, this could be an opportunity for folks to view and partake in that sort of thing. Yeah. There you go. As for how I'm doing today, it's pretty well. I'm at the end of November. Had a family hangout today. A lovely breakfast. We played some board games, some croquet, some croquette. Hung out, hit my social bandwidth level. It was good times. It was some nice cozy fun. Look outside, and there's still some green on the trees, and I don't mean the evergreen, but plenty of orange and yellow splotches, and some trees have already said fuck it. I live in South Carolina, so the leaves do hold on for a while, but eventually they say later. Anyway, that was 9.5 minutes. Some vibes, some coziness, talking about some stuff. Just not too much in the way of plans. Again, just don't want to give you a solid commitment that it's going to be this thing. I'm doing all right in my personal life. Doing all right in my personal life. And again, today, strong day. May other days continue to vibe, and perhaps you could enjoy days like I have. At least the good ones. There we go. Is it corporate Grimith time? Could be corporate Grimith time. I will note as an aside that for the Twitch broadcasts I did this month, I got back into posting like little push notifications on YouTube to state that I'm broadcasting on Twitch. I haven't done that for a long while. It's just been notifications on my Discord server, discord.gg/Grimith, the vanity link. I guess I'm going to be experimenting with that again. We'll see how I continue to feel about that. Yeah. Okay, corporate Grimith time? Yeah, corporate Grimith time. So I have a Patreon account and I have a Ko-fi account. And people just, for whatever godforsaken reason, set their money on fire and give it to me. They trust me with their funds. They get update video insults. They get postcards. Nationally and internationally. Anywhere the United States can mail to. I send postcards. And they actually had a quick turnaround time this month. I mail postcards to, well, I don't want to list the specific places. Just different countries. Across oceans. I got some names to go through, to read out for update video insults on both Patreon and Ko-fi. Coffee. If you're curious, I did the whole coffee thing. Like, it's an experiment. I talked a bit about Patreon's, like, various changes to billing, and I wanted to have, like, a different avenue, just experiment with something. I do receive less money from coffee than I do through Patreon, just due to how, like, the hoops work. But, swings and roundabouts. If you gave me an ass load of money, I would get more through coffee than I would through Patreon. It just depends. Like I said, corporate Grimith time. Let's read through some names. We have, going here to the top of my list, we've got Applejack, Zachary McKinley, Tiny Shopkeeper, Vic is a Bad Shot, Kalen, Pork and Beans, Necrolotu, Chris Van Beers, Abhorson, Cutero, Nexus Nemesis, Zier, Shaman, Luke Butkus, Crazy MLC, Alexi Zalo, Zoran, Green Doom Guy, Maxwell Damage, Trash Panda 420, Musk, Augusto de Oliveira, RM Lightning, Brandon Schneider, Eric Adams, Eroding Sun, Azure Rain, and Alowan 1980. As for the coffee names, something else I've also had to get adjusted is that there's no monthly, like there is like monthly billing, but it doesn't happen at the first of every month. It's like the anniversary of when you initially start, when you initially become a member. So if you become a member on like the 4th, then it goes off of like the 30 days after that. It's fucked with my system of A, reading out names here, and B, sending out postcards. Perhaps I will get better adjusted to that in the, I don't have to do a whole lot of work for this money that I am foolishly receiving. All right, we have Kalen, who got billed twice, for fuck's sakes, so I sent 2 postcards. They both arrived. We got Green Doom Guy, Siverus, Dark Blue One, Mega Flame 999, Kyrie Anansi, Tangled String. Those are the coffee names, the Ko-fi names. I'm going to keep oscillating between those. And that's that for the Corporate Grimace section. Just bathed in wealth, oodles and oodles of fucking wealth, as far as the eye can even begin to perceive, and the brain juices can even begin to fathom. That'll do it for this update. We're clocking it at sub 15. That's great. That's not the old school YouTube time limits, but it's the old school YouTube time limits. I've been doing this shit for nearly 15 years, man. This shit has changed so much. But we're keeping it going. We're getting on with it. Every now and then I have someone lean and check in like, oh my God, you're still doing this? I watched you when I was 8. And I'm like, holy fuck, you probably shouldn't have done that. Take care, everyone. Be well.